Thanks for tuning in, guys, to the Clean Cuisine. Today we are going to be doing some shrimpies. I buy mine raw. Don't get it cooked. Cook it to your own liking. It only takes minutes, and I think it's going to prevent that sort of toughness sometimes you get with shrimp. So I just opened up my bag, threw it into a colander or a strainer, and the easiest and quickest way I think to get your shrimp to thaw out is just run them under cold water. It just takes minutes. You don't want to leave your shrimp raw in the fridge. So this is the fastest and easiest way I think to do it. So I'm just going to leave that kind of in there. I'll give it a shake every minute or so to make sure it's covering all my shrimp, but those will thaw out in just minutes while we get the rest of our ingredients together. So let's move over here. Alright, so we've got all of our ingredients here. Pretty simple. You don't need a lot when it comes to a good shrimp dish. We've got some nice juicy lemons. We're going to use the juice of that. We've got some clarified butter because they taste delicious when you saute them in some butter. Garlic, and of course some fresh herbs. I'm going to use parsley today. So let's get to work. Okay guys, so in the time it took me just to chop up these few things, my shrimp are already thawed, and I just patted them dry because what we're going to do is coat them just a little bit of olive oil, salt, and pepper before we toss them into the pan. And you want them as dry as possible so the salt and pepper and olive oil will adhere to the shrimp. I chopped up really fine, you can mince it as well, 3 cloves of garlic and about a 1/4 bunch of parsley. And I did actually decide to use only 1 lemon, but these things are so juicy that I may only need a half of it as far as my shrimp are concerned. But I've got the other one in case I need it. So I've got the juice of a half to 1 really juicy lemon, and my garlic, my parsley, and my shrimp. So let's go ahead and give this a little coat of salt and pepper and olive oil. So not more than a tablespoon of olive oil. And just probably about 1/4 to a half teaspoon of salt. You can always salt it more after you're done. And about the same of pepper. And with my hand, I'm just going to go ahead and there gently toss it because you'll have your tails on. You don't want your shrimp to fall apart on you. So just kind of gently give them a toss so they get a little bit of that salt and pepper on them, a little of that olive oil. And while I'm doing this and while I was chopping up my stuff, I have my saute pan on medium-high, definitely more towards the high end. You want to give these guys a nice sear. They're going to cook super fast. Wait till you see how fast this all comes together once you put it in the pan. So that is just about ready to go. And we'll come over and we'll actually add our clarified butter to the pot before we go in. So let's bring all of our stuff over to the oven. Okay, so I've got my very hot pan. I've already added about a tablespoon. I'm going to add a little bit more of ghee. And then we're going to go ahead and add our shrimp. One thing to remember is you do not want to crowd your shrimp. You want to make sure that your pan is big enough that they all have kind of their own space in the pan. Otherwise they'll just kind of steam and they won't get that nice kind of brown crust on the outside. You can see some of them are cooking already, so you want to go ahead and when you start to see a little bit of pink, you want to start flipping them. I'm going to let that brown just a little bit more. I'm going to go ahead and add in my garlic. Start flipping them. You see they're getting that nice color in just minutes. You do not want to walk away from the pan. And you risk burning your shrimp because it really does come together that fast. So you're just going to flip each one individually. If you think you need some more butter, add some more butter in, or a little more olive oil. I'm going to keep going and flipping these guys. And then we'll come in with our lemon juice and our herbs right at the end. And when they're all fully opaque and brown, that's when you're done. That's when you know you're ready. So I'm going to go ahead and add just a little bit more butter. Maybe another half to a full tablespoon. Mix that around. And then I'm going to go ahead and add in my lemon juice. And then I'll go ahead with my fresh herbs. Mix it around one more time. And you are pretty much done. Shrimp are ready. They're going to curl really tight. They're going to be opaque. And you should get a nice brownish buttery color to them. That's it. Serve them up with some Zoodles, which I have on my other video that will be coming out, so make sure to check that out. I hope you guys enjoy. Another clean, healthy, fast meal any time of the week. Thanks guys. Give a thumbs up if you like. Don't forget to subscribe.